So the topic is Kruskal's algorithm. So this is a graph with v vertices and e edges. So what is a spanning tree? A spanning tree is a subgraph of any graph which is acyclic, has v vertices and v minus 1 edges. So in this case, for this graph, these two are the examples of these two are the examples of spanning tree. So we can generate ECV minus 1 spanning trees for any given cyclic graph. For this, there is ECV minus 1, that is 65. That is, we can generate 6 types of spanning trees of this graph. So in case of multiple cycles, the total number of spanning tree generated are ECV minus 1 minus number of cycles. So in this case, it's 65 minus 2. So let us consider a weighted graph. So this is a weighted graph and these are its spanning tree. The cost of this spanning tree is 4 plus 5 plus 3, that is 12. In case of this spanning tree, it's 5 plus 3 plus 2, that is 10. So are they the minimum? So we can say that no, they are not minimum cost spanning tree. So what is the minimum cost spanning tree? That is this one. It is having cost 9. So is there any method through which we can find this graph or the minimum cost of this spanning tree? So yes, there are two types of algorithms. One is Kruskal's algorithm and second one is Prim's algorithm. So we are going to see the working of Kruskal's algorithm. So it's simple, Kruskal's algorithm. There is only one step. Select the minimum cost edge which is not making any loop or cycle in the graph. So let us start with this graph. So which is the minimum cost edge? So here we can see that 1,6, that is 10. The minimum cost is 10 for this graph. So we'll consider that. Now what is the next minimum? That is 12. So we will consider 12 now, 4, 3. Next minimum is 14 and the next minimum is 16. Now the next minimum is 18. But it is making a cycle. So according to Kruskal's algorithm, it should not make a cycle. So we will not take 18. Then what is the next minimum? That is 24. No, that is 22. So we will take 22 now. The next minimum is 24. Again 24 will be making a cycle. So we will not consider 24. So now the next one is 25. So this is it. We got our minimum cost spanning tree. So what is the cost of this spanning tree? The cost of this spanning tree is 99. So now let's move towards the coding part. So let us continue with our program. We are going to initialize 3 variables over here, that is nodes, a 2D array graph and a parent array. So the use of graph is to take input from the user, the weight of the graph, and nodes is going to be the number of edges. So now we are going to write the read from console function. This function will take the input, the number of nodes, and it will initialize the graph and parent node. It will initialize the graph and the parent array. So we will write our Kruskal's method now. In this method, we have initialized some variables, that is ij, ab, uv, min cost, and any. So any is going to display the number of edges while printing the nodes. So what we are doing is, in the first while loop where n is less than nodes, we are using two for loops. Both the for loop will go from one to node, and we will check if if the position of i comma j in the graph is less than min, then the min, we will put min as the index of that graph, and we will put a is equal to u is equal to I and b is equal to v is equal to j. Then we are going to call the function find for u, and then again we will call the function find for v. After that, we are going to check if union of u and v equals 1. Then we will print that edge, or we will consider that edge, and we will also update the min cost. So after we are done with our union and find method, we will then update the value of graph a comma b is equal to b comma I is equal to any max value. So now let's write our union and find function. So let us see how union and find method works. We have taken this example, this graph. We are going to find the minimum cost spanning tree for this graph. So in Kruskal's algorithm, what we are doing first is we are arranging the edges in increasing order. The first edge which I am going to take is 10, 11. I will take this, consider this edge. So I will make group for now. So for 10, 11, let it be red. What I am going to do is I will make parent of this 10 as 11. So now moving to the next one, that is 5, 6. So as 5, 6 is not connected directly to the 10, 11 red group, so I will make one more group, that is pink group. Now we are having 11 and 5, two parents. 11 is the parent of red and 5 is the parent of pink. Now moving further, 4, 7. This is also a unique group, so the parent is going to be 4. Moving further, it's 2, 7. So since 2 and 2, 7 is connected to 4, 7, so I will mark the parent of 2 also as 4. So now next one is 2, 3. Same, 3 is also connected to our orange group, so we will make parent of 3 as 4. Now going to the next one, that is 8, 6, 6, 8. So we will make the parent of 6 as 5. Similarly with 1 also we will do the same. Now our next one is 1, 2. So 1, 2, in this case there are two different groups. So what we will do, our union method will work here. So what we are going to do is we will make the parent of 4, 7, 2 and 3 as 5, which is the parent of the pink group. So now 5 is the parent of all the members of pink group. Now coming to the next edge, that is 5, 7. So 5, 7, we can say that 5, 7 is making circle. So in programming, how we can say that it is making a circle? So here our find method will come into picture. So what find method will do, it will check if the parent of 5 and 7 both are same. So in this case, yes, 7 is also having its parent as 5 and 5 is itself its parent. So yes, it will make a circle. So we will not consider this. Now next 4, 5. So same here also, 4 and 5 both are having the same parent as 5. So we will not consider this one also. So now coming to the next one, that is 3, 4. So is 3, 4 making a circle? So yes, 3 and 4 is also making a circle. So which are the parent of 3 and 4? So the common parent of 3 and 4 is 5. So we will not consider 3, 4 also. So our now next one is 9, 10. So 9, 10 is considered taken in the group red. And again, so we can see that 8 and 9 are both from different groups. So our union method will work here. We will unite these two groups and make a single parent for the entire group. So the next one, 1, 10, we will not consider it, as the parent of 1 and 10 both are 5. So we will not consider it. So we got our minimum cost spanning tree. So there is a question now, is there any other possible way? Is there any other possible spanning tree for the same graph? So the answer is yes, there can be more than one spanning tree, minimum cost spanning trees for the same graph. In these two are the minimum cost spanning tree of the graph which we took as the example. So in this case, we are considering these two, and in this one we are not considering. We are considering these two, but the cost of both the minimum cost spanning tree is going to be the same. So yes, we can make more than one minimum cost spanning tree of a graph, but their cost is going to be the same. In main function, we are going to make an object of the compute class, and then we will call the methods read from console and crucial. So now we are done with our program. So let's give the inputs, that is the number of nodes 6, and this is the cost matrix. So we are getting the output. So the main cost is going to be 15.